Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. Right. Okay. Now, last session we have completed up to item creation. Today we will start from list of bundles. Now we can create bundle items from items list of item bundles. Now main advantage of this item bundle is now when you are creating a customer transaction, customer quotation, sales order, or invoice, uh, we can select item by item. Okay, for each item we need to select one by one. Now if we create a bundle item, we can select component of that bundle item at once. Okay, uh, now for an example, assume after graduation you will start a IT company. In that IT company you are selling computers. Now computer has component of monitor, CPU, speakers, keyboard, mouse, like that. uh, for that one computer has different components. From here we can create a bundle item for that all components of that item. And when we are invoicing, we can select that computer, and we can select that other components at once. Now we will start customer quotation. Now from here, first we need to change that item type to bundle. From here we can select our that bundle item, that computer. Now if we select that bundle item, all components of that computer will display here. So manually we don't want to enter one by one. Therefore if you are selling uh, bundle items like package kind of item, you can create that bundle item, and at once you can select all other components. Now for an example, if you are selling 10 quantities, if you enter quantity 10, then that other components quantity is also increasing, right? Like that we can select bundle item when we are invoicing, right? Now we will create a bundle item. Go to items, list of bundles, click add bundle item. From here we can enter bundle item code. Then we can enter bundle item description, and from item codes we can select items. Now assume for this computer we want to select monitor, one quantity, mouse, one, speakers, two, keyboard, one. Like that we can add components to this bundle item, and we can save. Okay. After that, when you are selecting that bundle item, we can invoice those all items, all other components at once. Okay. uh, like that we can create bundle item. In addition to that, if you are selling clothes, you can bundle that coat, tie, trouser, like shirt, like that we can bundle item. And when you are selecting that, when you are invoicing, we can create another item, bundle item for full suit, and we can add other components, that shirt, coat, trouser, tie, like that. Those other components we can add. And when we are invoicing, we can select that full suit item code. Then all other components of that full suit will apply in the invoice. So like that, we can save our time uh, without entering one by one. We can select all items at once, and like that we can save our time. Okay. uh, right now, is it clear? Bundle items, go to items, transact list of bundle items. From here you can click add item bundle, and you can create bundle items. Okay, now you can create two bundle items. uh, for bundle items, you can select more than one item. Actually, we have created items. From those items also you can create a bundle item, or you can add new items, and you can create a bundle item. If you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, like that you can create bundle items, and when you are invoicing or when you are issuing quotation, uh, you can select that bundle under type. From here you need to change item to bundle in type, and from here you can select the bundle item. Okay, first you need to create the bundle item. After that, from type you need to select bundle, and from selection you can select the bundle item. Right, next we will move to item categories. Now you can create items from list of items, and if you want to categorize those items now, product wise or brand wise, or price wise, or if you want to add categories, you can add categories from item categories. Go to items, list, item categories, and click add category. From here you can enter item category description, and you can save. Okay, item categories mainly we are using for report generation. Now from here, if you want to generate sales report, we can select item category, and we can generate report. Okay, like that we can create item categories. Now you can create a few item categories. Now, if you are selling biscuits, you want to categorize that your biscuits in Manchi, Maliban, like that you can categorize. And when you are generating reports, you can generate uh, Maliban biscuit category separately, Manchi biscuit separately. Like that, you can generate reports your item category wise. Right. From here also you can create item categories, items, list, item categories, or when you are creating that items also, you can create item categories. Now from here, category, you can select add new category, and you can enter that new item category description, and you can save. Okay. Uh, Now we have created items master files. If you have any questions, you can ask. Right. Next, we will move to banking module. First, we will create bank accounts. After that, we will create that bank and credit card categories, quick entry rules, and bank statement mapping rules. Okay, first we will create bank account. Go to banking, add a bank or credit card. First, you need to enter your bank account name. Now, this bank account name should be when you are entering transaction, bank payment or receipt, you need to identify which bank account you are paying. Uh, so that name you can enter. For an example, if you have two bank accounts in commercial bank, now when you are creating that two bank accounts, you can create commercial bank 1, commercial bank 2, or you can enter commercial bank and account number, and second one also you can enter commercial bank and that bank account number. Okay, like that you can enter name for that bank account name. Then from category you can select bank account category, that current account, savings account, uh, fixed deposit, petty cash account, like that you can select. If not available, you can create from add new category. Next, default payment method. Now from here you can select default payment method. There are 4 options: cash, check, credit card, and EFT. EFT is electronic fund transfer. Now if you set default payment method here, when you are enter any transactions, bank related transactions, assume we are entering bank customer receipt, that time this payment method uh, will display as a default payment method. Now if you have a current account we are mostly paying in checks, therefore you can select check as default payment method. And if you are creating a petty cash account, you can select cash as default payment method. And when you are entering any transaction from that bank account or petty cash account, that default payment method will display. Next, bank name. From here we can enter our bank name: commercial bank, Sampath bank, HNB, like that we can enter our bank name. Next, account number. From here we can enter our bank account number. Then branch name. Next, description. You can enter any description there, like it's a current account or bank name also you can enter here. Right, bank account, bank names you don't want to select. From here you can enter bank account name, then that bank account name will select. Okay, from here you can enter your bank account name. Right, next, active. uh, if you are using this account, you can tick this active, and if you are later you discontinue or you close this bank account, you can untick this active button, then this bank account will not display. Right. Next one, default. Now assume you have different bank accounts, and one bank account you are doing most transactions. Assume you have two bank accounts, Sampath Bank and Commercial Bank. Most transaction you are doing in Sampath Bank. In that case, you can set this bank account as default. Then when you are entering transactions, that bank account will display as a default bank account. Okay, like this, that account will display as a default bank account, and when you are processing the transaction, you can change the bank account if you want. Right. You can tick this option for most transaction bank account, or you can untick this option. Next, currency. If you have activated multi-currency module, this option will display currency option, and from here you can select your bank account or currency, and if you have foreign bank accounts, you can select that currency. Then that you can view that sign will change, currency sign will change. And if you have opening balance, now if you are implementing for all company, you may have bank balance. In that case, you can enter the opening balance and opening balance as a date. Then branch code, you can enter the your bank account branch code. Right. Next, notes. From here also you can enter any note, and in action date you can get an alert. Now for an example, if you want to get checkbooks, uh, you can set a date, and then action date, system will pop up a message in this dashboard. From there you can identify if you have any pending works. Like that, you can create bank accounts. And if you want to attach any documents, by clicking this file mark, you can attach documents. Right. After that, you can save. Like that, you can create bank account. I'll repeat it again. Go to banking list, list of bank accounts. From here, you can create by clicking at a bank account, bank or credit card, you can create new bank account. You can enter bank account name, category, default payment method you can select, and category it's not available, you can add categories, and you can enter bank name, bank account number, branch name, and branch code. These things, bank name, account number, branch name, branch code, you need to type. You cannot select, you need to type those details, and you can save. And if you have any opening balances, you can enter opening balances. And if it is a foreign currency bank account, you can select the relevant currency. Okay, after that you can save the bank account. Right. You can create bank accounts for your bank accounts, and if you have petty cash account also, you can create from this banking. In addition to that, if you are maintaining PD checks, uh, post dated checks, you can create separate bank account for maintain post dated checks. Okay, now you can create your bank accounts. If you have any questions, please ask. Okay, you can create bank accounts from banking, add a bank or credit card, or from list of banks and credit card. Click add a bank or credit card. You can enter bank account details. Now there's a question for defaults. Now in default payment method, there are four options: cash, check, credit card, and EFT. EFT is electronic fund transfers. Now, from here, you can select a default payment method. And if you select a default payment method, when you are doing transaction uh, from this bank, that bank default payment method will display in this that screen. Now, for an example, we have petty cash account. Petty cash account, we are mostly doing transaction in payment method as cash. Now, for petty cash, we have selected cash as default payment method. Now, when we are entering any bank transaction from that bank account, assume we are entering customer receipt, we will select petty cash as bank account. Now you can see that payment method has changed to cash. Previously, it was check. Now, when we select petty cash, it will change to cash. Okay, right. Like that, we can set our default payment method. Even when you are doing the transaction or when you are processing transaction type also, you can change this. Now, for an example, you have a current account and you are mostly paying from check, and if you want to withdraw any cash and you are paying, you can select cash as when you are processing the transaction. And now we'll take another bank account. Now this Sampath Bank, I have set check as default payment method, and when you are select that bank account, default payment method will change to check. Okay, because we have set default payment method as check. Then there are another two options, active and default. Active is if this is a active bank account, you can tick this option. And after you enter transaction later, you will discontinue this bank account or you will close this bank account. In that time, you can untick this option. Then when you are processing transaction type, that bank account will not display. Next one, default. Now, for an example, if you have several bank accounts, if you have more than one bank account and you are doing most transaction in that bank account. Now, for an example, we have 9 bank accounts and we are most of the transaction we are doing from this Sampath Rupee account. In that case, we can set this bank as default bank account. Then when you are doing any transaction, supplier payments, customer receipt or other payments, that account will display as a default bank account. Right? Now you can see default bank account is Sampath Bank. We have set default bank account. From here, that bank account will display. And if you are not tick this option, default tick, system will not display any bank account here, and you need to select bank account from this drop down menu. Okay, if you are not select any, or if you are not tick any default tick for any bank account, system will not display any bank account as default, and when you are processing the transaction, you can select the bank account. Okay, is it clear? Right. Next, we will move to bank and credit card categories. From here, you can create your bank and credit card categories. You can create current account, fixed deposit, PD checks, petty cash, savings, like that. You can create categories. If you want, you can add credit card like that. You can create categories. Go to banking, list, bank and credit card categories. Click add category, enter your category name, and you can save. Okay, now you can create a few bank accounts, bank categories. Okay, next we will move to quick entry rules. Go to banking, list, quick entry rules. Now from here, uh, main purpose is we can add the pay name, and we can set description and type and customer or supplier name. Then system will automatically fill these details. Right? If we enter that pay name, system will fill other details. Now we will go to banking, transaction banking. Uh, Under pay, we will enter this pay name. Then you can see that description, supplier type has changed to supplier, and selection that this supplier name has selected. You will enter again one transaction. Now here type is account. Now I'll enter that quick entry rule PWH. There's no description, and type is account. No selection under selection. After we enter this pay name and enter tab key, then system will fill description, type, and selection. From here, we have selected those details. Then system will uh, create, or system will enter other that details. Okay, like that we can create a quick entry rule. From here, from quick entry rule, we can save our transaction entering time. Okay, now from here we have entered only 3 letters, and other details, description, type, selection has entered from the system. Right. You can create a quick entry rule. Actually, the main purpose of this quick entry rule is save your time by setting rule or setting, or you can give instruction to system, and system will fill other details. Right. Next, you can create quick entry rule. You can enter pay name as RUH, and you can select any description, and set type to uh, customer, and from here with the selection as customer you can select any customer, and you can save. After that you can go to banking and you can check that uh, transaction. Okay, first you can create quick entry rules. Please create at least two rules. From here you can enter pay name, and you can set any description, set the type, accounts, customer, supplier, or transfer, or tax. After that, from here, if you are select customer as type, you can select customers, or if you select account, then you can select GL account. Like that you can create, and you can save this quick entry rule. After that, go to banking, transaction banking, and select bank account from here, and under payee name you can enter your quick entry rule, this name, and you can check this field from system. Okay, if you have any questions you can ask, or you can create two quick entry rules and you can check. Okay, you can enter uh, quick entry rules. We will discuss another quick entry rule. Now here I have created BC as a rule, and I have set the description to bank charges, and set the type to account, and from here with the selection I have select the bank charges. Now when I'm entering banking transaction, if I enter BC as payee, system will enter description to bank charges, and it will select that bank charges account. Then CEB, if I want to pay electricity bills, I can create a rule for CEB and description to electricity, and from here I can select the electricity expenses account. Now I'll go to banking and I'll enter CEB. Then system will select electricity, and from the selection also system will select electricity expense account, and I can enter uh, paying amount, and I can save the transaction. Okay, like that. For save your time, you can create entry rows, and when you enter this rule under payee, other details will fill by the system. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. Right. Next, we will move to bank statement mapping rule. Now here also same. Uh, now from this system, we can upload our or import our bank statement. Now, when we are importing bank statement, if there's any word, now from here, for an example, if you are when you are importing your bank statement, there may be bank charges. If you have any bank charges, then system will find that word, and other details will fill from the system. Okay, now earlier in bank transactions, bank mapping rule, quick entry rule, system will find from that payee name, system will fill these details, and from this mapping rule, system will identify that uh, it will identify for that word with that bank statement, and other details will fill by the system. Okay, now from here we can import or export our bank accounts. First, we will export. We will discuss when you are doing bank transaction. I'll quickly go through this bank statement import option. Okay, now you can see in this I uploaded this file. In this file contains only date, description and amount, but after uploaded that sheet CSV file to the system will automatically fill that description, account, uh, pay name, description, type, selection, and reference and amount. Okay. Here, CSV file contains only date, description, amount, but when you are importing to the system, it will fill that pay name, description, type, selection, and reference. Okay, because we have set now if bank account has B0101, it will change to customer and it will select that B0101 customer. Okay, then next one, CHGS, CHGS for account type, accountant, account, and that account is GL account is bank charges, and description is bank charges. Now here also you can see pay name bank, description bank charges. It has changed that type to account, and selection bank account expense, bank charges expenses. Like that, system has filled that details. Now next one, slit from here also you can see that customer change to accounting software private limited. From here you can set the next one UOC. These details fill from the system. Right now, assume you are paying your uh, mobile bills from your any food city. In that, you are mentioning uh, your mobile number, and assume that mobile company or that your service provider, assume dialog will upload this bank statement, and dialog has said now they will set this search bank statement for your number, and it will change this. They have set a mapping rule, and search bank statement for enter your mobile number, and from type they will select customer, and selection customer they will select your name as a customer. Like that, under description also mobile charges, like that they can set. Then when they upload their bank statement to the system will automatically search that bank statement description. They will search your number and fill other details. Okay, like that you can use this mapping rule. In addition to that, sometimes if you are in uh, apartment, you are renting apartments, and your tenants will direct deposit to your bank account, or they will pay from other food city or some kind of thing. They will pay. Okay, they will sometimes directly transfer to the bank, or they will pay from their bank. When they are paying, they will mention their apartment number. Then when you are uploading your bank statement the system will search for this code, their apartment number, and system will fill other details. Now here, now from this one, uh, now here B0101, our mapping role is B0101, and type is customer, selection of this customer. Like that, we can set a role. And when you are uploading or when you are importing your bank statement, system will check for that description and system will fill other details. Okay, like that, you can create mapping role, and from this also you can save your time. And especially if you have several hundreds of transactions, you cannot enter one by one. Then you can set this quick entry rule and bank mapping rule. And when you are importing your statements to the system, system will fill other details. Okay, from this mapping rule and quick entry rule, you can save your time. Okay, now you can create a mapping rule, and you can upload your bank statement. Okay, first create two rules from bank statement mapping rule. Go to banking, list bank statement mapping rules. Then you can enter search bank statement for. Here you can enter any code, and you can select. If you want to select a customer, you can select customer, and from here you can select customer. And under payee name you can enter any payee name, and description also you can fill. Like that, you can create two mapping rows, and after that you can upload your bank statement. Right, you can create bank mapping rule, bank statement mapping rule. After that, go to banking, transaction, banking. Go to banking, transactions, banking. And from bank and credit card, you can select your bank account. Then click import bank statement. Click import bank statement. And from import file type, you can select CSV. After you select CSV, there's a new button will display how do I set up a CSV file. Click that, and you can view two buttons, view an example or download an example. Click that download an example, then CSV file will download. From here, you can set date, you can set today's date, and description, you can enter that your mapping rule description. This search bank statement for that description, you can enter. You can enter under description and you can enter any payment amount. If you enter minus amount, it's a payment. If you enter plus amount, that is a receipt. Okay, like that, you can enter today's date and description. You can enter the bank statement mapping rule. After that, you can save this and you can import to the bank statement. After you enter those details in that CSV file, go to banking, transaction banking, and from here select CSV file type, and from browse you can select your CSV file and click import file. Okay, after you click import file, that bank statement transactions line will display here. Okay, you can import the CSV file like that. If you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, like that you can import and you can set your quick entry rules and bank statement mapping rule. And please practice, and if you have any questions you can ask in next session. Okay, next we will move to accounts. From here we can create our GL accounts and item accounts. First we will create GL accounts. Go to accounts, list of accounts, click add an account. You can enter your GL account name, and from category you can select sales, cost of sales, other income, expense account, tax account, assets and liability accounts. And if you have opening balances, you can enter opening balance, and you can select the opening balance as at date. And from this default tax type, that uh, account has taxes, you can select tax rate, or you can select no tax. From description also you can enter that account name, and you can save this GL account. Okay. In addition to that, for this account also, you can, if you want, you can add notes, so you can attach documents. After that you can save this GL account. Okay, you can create GL accounts from accounts list of accounts. Click add an account. From here under account names you can enter your account name, and from category you can select account category: sales, cost of sales, other income, expense, income tax, assets, liabilities and owner's equity. And if you have any opening balances for this account, you can enter opening balance, and you can select opening balance as a date. And if tax available for this account, you can select tax rate, or if tax not related, tax not in this account, you can select no tax. And you can save this GL account. Okay, now you can create GL accounts. You can create two GL accounts. Okay, from this you can create asset account, liability accounts, income account, expense account. You can create from here. Next, we will move to item accounts. Now, when you are creating items, you can select this item accounts. Those accounts we are creating from this sales account, cost of sales account, inventory account, item adjustment account. We can create from here accounts, list, item accounts. We can create sales account and cost of sales or purchases account from here. Click add an account. You can enter the name and you can select sales account, cost of sales account, inventory account, and item adjustment account. Okay, now you can create item accounts. You can create 4 accounts for the sales, cost of sales, inventory, and item adjustments. Okay, now you can create items from here. And for item account, for an example, uh, we will create a new item accounts for, uh, we will create a new item as a computer, and we will create item accounts for that computer. First, we need to create a sales account. we can create a new sales account as sales account, and you can save. After that, we can create another account for cost of sale. And if you are creating same type new account, you can click this save and new. Then system will save that previous GL account and open same screen. From here also you can enter that sales account or item account. From here now we will create a cost of sales account for computer. From here you can select cost of sale or purchases account, and if you want you can save, and again you can create by clicking this add an account. Now we will create inventory account. You can select inventory and save a name. And if you are adjusting any items or computer items, you can select computer adjustment account. You can select the report group type, item adjustment, and you can save. Now we can create new item. And from here, sales item accounts, you can select that. Yeah, working in two tabs. First, therefore, we need to refresh this one. Then only this tab will update. Now we can select computer sales. Right, like this, we can create accounts, and we can select item accounts for this item. Now we can enter that supply invoice for that computer. And we can invoice. Now you can see this computer sales, then computer cost of sale separate. Okay. Like that, you can create item accounts, and you can link that item accounts to your item. And when you are purchasing or sales, those accounts will display separately. Right. You can create item accounts like that. And when you are implementing the system, you can view that list of accounts from here. Go to accounts, list of accounts, and there are default GL accounts also. And first, if you want to delete those GL accounts, you can select all accounts from here, and you can delete, or you can select selecting account also. From this action, you can delete accounts. Uh, One important thing, if you want to remove all accounts before creating GL accounts or customer supply accounts, you can select all accounts and you can delete that GL accounts, and you can create new GL accounts uh, from the beginning. And now you can view that account list here, and you can see there are some black accounts in black letters, and some blue letter account also available. Now some accounts you can see tick box left side of that account. Some account does not have that tick box. That in blue color accounts, you can delete or you can inactivate those accounts. But these black accounts, those are system accounts. Those accounts you cannot delete. And also some item accounts and bank accounts and system accounts will in black letters. You can see system accounts. Those now system accounts you cannot delete. And if you want to edit this bank account, you can go to list of bank accounts, and from here you can change it. Now our first account is 10611401 bank account. Now if you want to change, you can change that account name from here. Okay, then next accommodation, you can see it's a item account. You can go to item accounts and you can change that account. And when you are creating accounts, if there are any spelling mistakes, system will display. Now in red color it will display. You can correct it from here. Then bank account here, item accounts here, and system accounts here. You cannot delete system accounts, and if you want to edit item accounts and bank accounts, you can go. If you want to change item accounts, you can go to item accounts from here, accounts list, item accounts. And if you want to change bank account description, you can go to banking list of bank accounts, and you can change that description. Right. From here, you can view that GL list of accounts. And if you want to customize this grid, you can customize from here. Click customize grid button, and if you want to add any column from here, you can tick this option. And if you want to remove, you can untick that column. And you can view that GL account name, category, description, balance. And if you have any balance, system will display. And you can sort this grid from name, category, description, balance, and you can enter any account name, and you can search, and from filters you can select these accounts, sales account, cost of sales account, like that. You can filter, and from here you can view how many accounts you have, and number of pages available. Now here it's 135 accounts available, and now displaying 1 to 10. If you go to second page, system will display 11 to 20 accounts. Okay, like that. You can customize this list of accounts grid. Okay, now you can check this list of accounts. And if you want to sort from multi columns, you can click this A to Z, and you can add levels. Now first, if you want to sort from this category and then name, you can select category first, A to Z, and you can select name second, then system will display according. First, it is uh, sort from the category. Next, account name. Okay. After cost of sales, system will display current asset. Then current asset will sort from this ascending order. Okay, now we have created GL accounts and item accounts. Uh, we will take a short break, 10-minute break. We will start at 4:50. After that, we will create assets, budgets, and analysis code. Right. Okay. Now we have completed up to uh, accounts master file. If you have any questions up to now, you can ask. Right. Next, we will move to assets account, fixed asset section. From here, we can create our fixed assets. Now, go to company, assets, add an asset. From here, we can enter our asset name. And from here, category, we can select category, that item category. Then location, we can select asset location. Date purchase, we can select that asset purchase date. And if asset has a serial number, we can enter serial number. And we can select the supplier name under broad form. And from purchase price, we can enter purchase price. And if replacement value available, we can enter the replacement value. And we can enter the current value. And from user defined fields, if you want, you can add user defined fields. Right. Like that, we can create our assets. After you enter details, you can click save. Right. Next, asset categories. From here, you can create asset categories. You can create furniture and fittings, building, then motor vehicle. Like that, you can create your asset categories. Next, asset locations. Now if you have several branches or several departments, you can add that location. And when you are selecting your when you are creating your asset, you can select that location. Okay, now when you are creating that asset, you can select location from here. And also when you are creating asset time also, you can add the asset category and asset location. Okay, after you create assets, you can view list of assets. You can customize this grid, and you can sort. You can search from here. Right, now you can create two assets, and you can create asset categories and asset locations. Next, we will move to budgets. From here, we can create budget, and when we are generating our profit and loss report, we can add the budget column and budget variance. Right, if you have a budget, system will display actual column, budget column, and budget variance. Right. Now, first, you need to enter budget name, and you can select budget for this year or next year. Now, if you are creating budget for next year, you can select next year, and if you are creating budget for this year, you can select this year. And there are two options: create your budget based on historical data, and second option, create your budget manually. If you select first option, system will create budget based on previous year data. And if you want to create budget manually, you can select second option, and you can click create budget. After you click that create budget, you can view your GL accounts, and you can view uh, months for that uh, financial year. Right. From here, you can enter values. Now, for April, if you are budgeted 1 million sale for April 2021, you can enter that value. Like that, for all GL accounts, you can enter budget. There's a question, does that depreciation record? I think it's related to asset. Depreciation not calculated, but there's another option. From here, recurring journal entries, we can set uh, recurring journal entry, and for depreciation also we can set, then system will automatically generate that depreciation journal entry. Okay, when you are doing transaction, we will discuss that how to set recurring journal entry. Right, go back to budget. Now, from here we can select we can view that GL accounts, and we can view the month for that financial year. Now, we can enter our budget values, and you can view total for that month, and you can view the total for that GL account for that financial year. Like this, you can enter your budget values, and now when you are entering budget values, you can view these two buttons in blue and green buttons or yellow buttons. Now, first one, copy budget value for all accounts. Second one, copy budget value for this account. Now, by clicking these buttons, you can copy this value for other months and other GL accounts. Now, we will first click this copy budget values for this account. If you select that, there's another window will open. Copy this value across each month going forward, or second option, copy this value across to each month going forward. First, we will select first option, copy this value across to each month going forward. And if we select this option and click copy now, then that value will copy for all months. Right. Next, again, we will try that option, copy budget values. This time we will select second option, and there are few options, increase and decrease, and one off, every month, every 2 months, every quarter, every 6 months. And here we can enter the increase or decrease percentage. And you can select that rounding nearest to. Right, first we will try that increase, and now I want to increase every month by 10%. Okay, now you can see that values has increased by 10% each month. First month 100,000, second month 110, third month 121,000, like that. That values has increased by 10%. Now, if you want to decrease that values, you can select the second option, select decrease, and you can select every month, and here you can enter the percentage. Now that items values has decreased. Again, we'll try, you want to increase, and you want to increase by every quarter by 10%. Now, first 3 months it's 100,000, second quarter or fourth month it's 110, from 7th month it's 121,000 third quarter, and fourth quarter it's 133,100, like that. There are few copying options. You can check those options. Okay, every quarter, every 6 months, like that, you can increase or decrease budget values. Right, next, now if you click this blue color button, copy budget values for all accounts, system will copy that values for all accounts. Right, in there also, if you want, you can increase or decrease. You can increase by these frequencies, one of every month, every 2 months, every quarter, every 6 months, and you can enter the percentage by increment percentage. Now I have selected quarterly increase. Now system has increased that budget values 10% in every quarter. Right, after you enter that budgets, you can view totals for that period and for that GL account. Right, if you have any questions related to this budget, you can ask. Right, now you can create your budget, and you can enter a few values in GL accounts, and by clicking this button, you can check increase or decrease, and you can change the frequency, and you can practice these uh, budgets from this system. Okay, go to company, select budgets, add budget, enter budget name, and select second option, create your budget manually, and you can create a budget. Okay, you can create your budgets like that, and you can copy or you can manually enter your budget values. After you enter budget values, you can save your budget, and when you are generating your profit and loss report, you can view actual, budget, and budget variance. Just a tick box, compare with budget, and you can tick that, and from here you can select your budget, and if you want to display budget variance, you can tick budget variance. After that, you can view actual, budget, and budget variance. Right, is it clear? If you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, next we will move to analysis codes. Now, when you are working for a company, that company may has different branches, different departments, or you may work for different projects. And now, when you are generating reports, you need to generate that department wise, branch wise, or that project or job wise. In that case, we can create analysis code from system, and we can generate a profit and loss report that analysis code wise. Okay, first we need to create analysis code. We can create analysis codes from company analysis code, and when we are generating our profit and loss report, we can generate that analysis code wise profit and loss report. Right, like this we can view our profit and loss report, that department wise. We can select view GL accounts, departments, and total, and each department wise we can generate net profit also. And also if you want to search transactions from that department wise, you can select date range, and you can select your department, and you can view the report. And also when you are creating customer invoices, you can select that GL account, or you can select that analysis codes, and that revenue will recognize for that department. And for each transaction, each and every transaction, you can select these analysis codes, and from that you can view your profit and loss report in that analysis code wise, and transaction report also analysis code wise. Now from here you can select your analysis codes like that. Every transaction you can select your analysis codes. Okay, first we will create analysis codes. First go to company, analysis codes, and left side there are three analysis codes: analysis code 1, analysis code 2, analysis code 3, and you can rename that analysis code by selecting that analysis code, and from this box you can enter your name or new analysis code name. Now for an example, if you want to create branches, you can select this analysis code, and here you can type as branch. In second one, if you want to rename your second analysis code as department, you can select and you can rename here. And also if you want to rename third one, here you want to rename to project, you can select that analysis code and you can rename here. And after you rename that departments or analysis code, from this analysis categories you can create your departments or projects or branches. You can create any number of analysis categories from here. By clicking this green color plus mark, you can add your analysis categories. And if this is a active analysis code, you can tick this option in use, then that analysis code will activate for all transactions, right? I'll repeat it again. Now from this system you can uh, analyze your profit and loss report branch wise, project wise, or department wise. You can create analysis code for each branch, department, or project, and you can add analysis categories from here. After you create analysis codes and analysis categories, you can link that analysis categories for transactions. Then according to that transaction, system will identify that each analysis code, income and expenses. Right now you can create three analysis codes, and you can create analysis code categories. Right, first category you can create universities. Second one, you can create faculties. Third one, you can create uh, departments. Okay, and like that you can in faculties, University of Ruhuna faculties you can create, and last one, department, you can create that management faculty has branches in management faculty. In practical situation, you may create uh, branches or departments or projects. Okay, like this, you can create analysis code. Uh, Now we have completed the master file creation. If you have any questions, please ask. Right. Okay. Now, when you are creating this, when you are implementing this software for a company, now for an example, if you are creating customers, uh, we cannot create one by one. Now, earlier we created a customer, add a customer, and by manually we have created. But there's an option, import data option. Now from import data option, we can import our customer list, customer categories, these fields or these details we can import to the system. We can import customers, customer categories, suppliers, supplier categories, item, item categories, assets, asset categories, asset locations, accounts, time tracking trust, and time tracking projects. These master files we can import to system. Now we will discuss how to import data from this CSV file. First, go to company, then select import file. Now, one option is first you can create each section. Now, for customers, you can create customer one customer manually, and you can export that data to CSV file. First create one customer and export data. Go to company and select export data. From here select customers and CSV file date format, select this DDMMYY and export data. After you export data, you can fill other list, other customer list here, and you can import to the system. Now assume we have one customer and we have entered one customer and we have exported to CSV file. After that, if you have an Excel sheet, if you have your customer list in Excel sheet, you can copy that customer names here, customer category, opening balance as at date, and customer addresses, and these details you can fill. And there are some that false true fields you can copy as it is. And if you have a credit limit, customer contact name, telephone numbers, email address, you can copy and paste to this CSV file, and you can import to the system. Right. First, there are few options. First option is you can manually create your customer master files or your all master files. And second option is you can create one customer and you can export that customer master file, and in that CSV file you can copy balance customer details and you can import to the system. And there's another option. You can directly import. Go to company, import data. From here you can select customers, and by clicking this import and export data topic, You can view how to import details, and the second button, import data guide and templates. From here you can download template. Now if you are importing customer, you can download that template, and this has all instructions. You can copy your details to this Excel sheet, and uh, you can import to system. Okay, each column there's instruction available, and you can fill your details according to these instructions, and you can import to the system. Right, like that you can import your master file. You can create manually, or you can import data to the system. And one important thing, when you are creating your master files, customer, supplier, inventory item, or GL accounts, please keep one standard. Now for an example, if you are creating your customers, uh, when you are entering your customer names, you can use either all letters in capital or first letter in capital, like that. You can choose one standard, and according to that you can create your master files. Now for an example, accounts also, sometimes you may create all letters in capital or uppercase, sometimes all letters in lowercase or simple letters, or first letter of each word you can create as a capital letter, like that. One standard you can select, and you can create your master files. Furthermore, when you are creating items, that item code should be very simple or meaningful. Item code should be you have to create. Then easily, when you are entering invoice, you can easily uh, select that item even though you have several items. Now for an example, if your company has 1,000 items, when you are select an item, it will take long time. But if you have entered meaningful or simple uh, item code, you can easily select that item. Okay, like that. When you are creating master file, before creating master file, please decide correct or best way to best item codes, and after that you can create your master files. And when you are importing your CSV files, now for an example, first you are going to import customers. Now when you are importing customers, in that Excel sheet or CSV file, customer category also available. Therefore, when you are before you import your customer list, it's better if you can create customer categories first, because now if you have customer category in your customers, and before you import your customer names, please import your customer categories. Then that system will pick that customer categories when you are importing your customer names. Now without importing customer categories, if you have enter customer categories here, system will not update or import that customer name, because system doesn't have this customer category. Therefore please, now when you are importing that supplier item also, uh, before import customer, for an example, before import customers, please import customer categories. Before import suppliers, import supplier categories. Before import items, import item categories, like that. For asset also, before import assets, you can import asset categories and asset locations. Like that, you can follow those steps. Uh, Furthermore, now if you are going to create a GL account, same account you cannot create another GL account. Now, for an example, for electricity expenses and electricity payable, if you are creating account name as electricity, system will not allow to create that two accounts in same name. Now, therefore, if you are entering electricity expense account, you need to mention electricity expense, and for electricity payable, you need to mention electricity payable. Now, same name, you cannot create two accounts, two customers, or two supplier items accounts, or any master file you cannot duplicate. Okay, customer, supplier, inventory, bank accounts, GL accounts, you cannot duplicate. From one name, you can create only one account. And when you are importing these master files also, uh, all fields, all these columns except date, you need to change this category to, or you need to format this column as general except date. Okay, except date column, other all columns should be in general format. And also, before importing, please check in your customer name or GL accounts, there are double spaces. Now, for an example, a space and one, if you have these double spaces, system will not allow to import that line. Therefore, before import your any master file, please check that any name has double spaces. If there's any double spaces, you can make it to single space. Now, from by clicking Control F button, you can search that double spaces, and you can replace as single space. Right, those things keep in mind when you are importing or when you are creating your master files. Next session, we will start transactions, and please practice these master file creations, and you can practice these bank mapping rules, quick entry rules, and budget creations. Those things you can practice, and if you have any questions, you can ask. Please clear your doubts. And I think these days, sometimes you may not have lectures, you have enough time to practice these today's lesson. Therefore, please practice, and if you have any questions, you can ask. And hope everyone has downloaded that layout designer. And if you have any questions, or if you faced any issues when you are downloading that layout designer, please message or please contact us, and we can help to download. Okay, and also Dr. Manjula has created that LMS. We will upload that user manuals and other videos, and also there's a YouTube channel. I'll uh, next session I'll post that. 1 second, or I'll make it to I'll share the link in that chat box. and we will upload that user manuals to that. We will upload that user manuals to LMS, and relevant videos also we will upload. From that you can practice. Okay, then we will meet on next session. Thank you very much. Stay safe.